A few years ago, I went through a phase of my life where I was able to manifest things instantly, like pretty much instantly. And I felt so good. I mean, every single day, even if I had challenges, I was able to work through them and always have a smile on my face. And if people put me down, I just wouldn't take it personally. I would just send them love and really mean it. And I was thinking about this a few days ago. I'm like, what was I doing that was so different than what I'm doing right now? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness. It was the way that I started off my mornings. That was it. That was the key factor here. A couple of years ago, I got into the habit of starting my mornings off listening to the most inspirational, positive, profound people. People like Wayne Dyer and Deepak Chopra and Marianne Williamson and Anthony Robbins, and just, I would flood my entire being with all of this positive, just extremely motivational information. And it would lift me up and remind me of the truth of who I really was. And I would listen to it for a good hour. It was actually a friend of mine who made it for me. And it was just basically a CD with all of these different inspirational talks by inspirational people. And, it really helped me out a lot. And I thank him for that. And he knows that it helped me out so much because he noticed a difference in me. He's like, Leah, wow, you're just so on top of the world. I mean, did anything happen? Anything really miraculous? I'm like, everything. I was just so like, life is just so amazing. Oh my gosh. I mean, I am infinite divine consciousness and everybody's just so powerful. Can you realize this? And I wasn't that extreme. That's just, but sometimes I was. Sometimes I remember this one time I was walking down the street and I was just feeling so excited about, I don't even know what, just the fact that I'm alive, probably. And this guy came up to me and said, can I get some of the drugs you're on? I mean, you must be on ecstasy or something, like seriously. And he was laughing hysterically. I'm like, no, I'm just connected to who I really am. Isn't this fantastic? And you can too. And I just shook my camera. And it's because I was feeding my soul with all of this, yumminess, yummy soul food. And I did this for a good hour. And then I would go out in nature and I would just run around because I was just feeling so excited and positive about life. And I would hug trees and I was, I would do this for, I would say, a good 2 hours before I did anything else. I would fully dedicate myself to connecting to who I really am. And this is something that I think a lot of us are lacking in this day and age. And me, me too. I fell off the wagon somewhere along the way. I think because I just started to get busier, I abandoned that morning ritual that allowed me to connect to who I really am. And I know not everybody has 2 hours every single morning, to do what I did, but I think that everybody can take a good 20 to 30 minutes to do something that allows them to feel centered and connected. And it's so important. And I got into doing that again a few days ago. I said, let me do this again. Let me, before I check my email and talk with clients or tend to any kind of responsibilities, let me tend to myself first. Let me tend to my heart and my soul and make sure that I'm doing okay, and I'm feeling good. And you know what? I'm extremely busy these days. I have so much going on, so much that, I don't broadcast on the internet, but there's a lot going on. But I'm still finding the time. Even though I have been going through a lot of challenges lately, I'm able to deal with them that much more effectively. And because I'm feeling more connected in here, because of how I'm starting my mornings off, wow, I mean, I can think of something that happened the other day. There was a person on the subway that was very rude to me. And I think that if I was in a lower frequency, if I wasn't feeling so hot, if I had not done this morning ritual where I listen to some inspirational people and then I go out in nature and I do a little meditation and hug trees, if I didn't do that, I think I probably would have, you know, taken it personally or said like, God, like what's wrong with that person? But instead I was like, wow, you know, that person must be really hurting. And you know what? I'm going to send this person love because I know who they really are. Because when you know who you really are, you know who everybody else really is. And that is so key. So key. And I know I could keep rambling on and on about this. I think you guys get the point, is that it's such an important thing to do, to start your morning off with some kind of self-nurturing ritual that allows you to feel connected to who you are and feel more balanced, because we live in such, you know, the world we live in. It's getting more intense by the day. And something that can really help you to deal with these challenges is to take time every single morning, even if it's for 10 minutes, okay? To just focus on your breathing, or to repeat some kind of positive affirmation, or to go hug a tree, or listen to beautiful music, just something that fills you up with love, or rather just allows you to connect to that love, because it's always in here. It's always there, guys. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just wanted to put that out there and, you know, maybe present you with a challenge if you're up for it for the next week, before you go on the internet, before you know, deal with your kids, before you tend to any kind of responsibility. Do something for you first. You know, make sure that you're doing okay. And this might require you to get up a little bit earlier. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's so worth it and you deserve it. You really do. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching and wishing you a beautiful day. Namaste.